second thing we're going to today. You ready for this, Angie? Last week was the world
World
of
of
wheels.
Wheels.
That's all right. Let's put a picture up just so you can have a little fun. Here's me and my boy Putt. This is
Look at
his
Putt
new
Putt.
car right here. He put his blue car in, he had his red car in, but I did get a picture last week with him.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's not what we're talking about. We have a special guest coming in, Angie.
We do.
All the way from the world of wheels, and he has different things he wants to talk about,
Okay.
celebrate. We want to hear his story. Y'all welcome Craig Edwards to the show
Yay,
this morning. Come on,
Craig.
Craig.
Good morning.
Craig. All right, so
morning.
Craig, you are famous for a lot of things, but you're also Brittany's dad. Come on, give me a little love on that.
Yep. Very proud of her.
All right, very proud of her. She's the one who does the 118-mile walk for Honduras.
Amazing.
Water wells, all the different things. She's unbelievable. He's a great dad. But look at this. Let's pull back so we can see some of these pictures. Tell us about what's going on here. Give me the story behind this picture right here.
Okay, this is my older brother, Randy. Back in 2016, he was diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
Lifetime car guy, loved working on cars and wasn't very good at it, but he
Yeah.
loved cars. And he worked and saved all his life to retire and build a car, build his dream car. And when he got diagnosed with cancer, I said, it's time to quit waiting.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Let's pull the trigger. So we started talking about it. And then one day, sitting out here in church, sitting about 5 rows back from the stage, I was talking to my wife and my sister-in-law, and we were discussing it. And she was at the courthouse in Bossier, and she had overheard a case where a man was being ordered to sell his car collection. And she mentioned, well, he had this Dodge Charger, and I said, that's what we're looking for. So I told my brother, who also worked in the courthouse, and he went over and talked to the judge, made sure there was no problem, and ended up buying the car.
Wow.
So he bought it. It was pretty rough.
Is that the General Lee style car?
It was.
That
It
year?
was. That's General Lee was a '69. This is a '68.
See, John, when John's watching right now, he thinks I don't know anything, Craig. I can tell just by the swoop of the back right there
Yeah.
coming off that roof.
It actually had a 01 here on the door.
Did it really?
Yes, it was painted like the General Lee.
Wow.
It was a complete rust bucket.
Man,
It was.
so y'all sanded all this down?
We tried.
Okay.
What you see here is before we ended up having to cut all this metal off
Wow.
and replace it. There's a gentleman out in Heflin, Louisiana, Robert Stakowitz,
Wow.
that is a miracle worker. That's what it looked like when we got the car.
Wow.
Wow.
It was a lot worse shape than we thought.
Yeah.
I think by the time we got the car the way we wanted it, we ended up with like the doors, the roof, and the firewall.
Wow.
And that's what it looks like today.
Come on,
What?
y'all. Get a man some love. So your brother had to have been just,
Thrilled.
This was his pride. This was,
Wow.
it was his idea to build a car that if he could have built one in high school,
yeah.
that's what he would have drove.
That's a beautiful
It's
car. I love
gorgeous.
that thing.
I love
color.
the color. It's
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
awesome.
And
That's
what
a
was-
lot of work.
That was the biggest fight we had, was the color. I didn't want it that color.
Yeah.
And he did, but since he wrote the check, he won.
That's
Yeah.
the way that works.
I
isn't
do
Craig?
love it though.
Thank
I
you.
give him a thumbs up. And
Now-
how cool to see God work that story out for you that you just happened to hear that they have one of those cars for sale.
A lot of things happened, fell in place, and it can only be a miracle. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
that we found that car.
Yeah.
And this was what he wanted. This was his dream. And like I said, we just happened to find out about it sitting right there.
Wow.
And then finding the guy that could do the paint and body work for us
Yeah.
to the level we wanted, that was just pure chance also,
Yeah.
just word of mouth.
That's awesome.
Talked to another guy who was a car guy who was a cancer
Right.
victim that told me about Robert.
Wow.
And Robert and my brother ended up becoming very, very good friends.
Well, what's really cool to me is when people go and think about World of Wheels, they don't know the stories behind all the cars. They don't
Right.
know all the. That's why I think it's
Yeah.
awesome that you came on to share today and tell
Mm-hmm.
us about your brother. And I know for him it had to be a big deal because this was the first. Was it the first time he put it in World of Wheels, or had he?
No, in 2020,
Yeah.
we put the car in the World Wheels and we got second place.
Wow.
And he,
And what happened this year?
this year, first place
Come on, y'all.
and the People's Choice Award.
Look at this right here. Look at all them
And
trophies, son.
that People's Choice Award was one that eluded us for years. And
Wow.
that was a big thing. And Friday was his birthday.
Come on. on,
So-
man. That
Happy
is awesome. Come on.
birthday. Happy
Give it up for
birthday.
Craig. Give it up for the
Congratulations.
team, man.
I'm
That's
gonna-
just really,
I'm
really
gonna
awesome.
take the trophies up and to the cemetery where he's at, and we're gonna set him up there, and I'm gonna have a cigar with him.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. We're celebrating that. Maybe God let him look through heaven and go, all right,
Yes.
let me just celebrate that.
I
with
hope
you."
so. I hope so.
Hey, that is so. It's emotional, and I'm telling you, I'm thankful for you telling the story. Thankful for you putting the car in, and
Yes.
we just celebrate the win with you. And we know that he's watching, man.
All
We're
right.
awesome on that.
Well, thank you very much.
Congratulations, man. That
Thank
is
you.
awesome. Come on, give me some little
Thank
love right
you.
there again. Craig, thank you for
Yeah.
coming on and sharing those stories. This is what makes Symbol Church unique. Like Craig come in and share the story. Is you just don't understand really
Yeah.
what is going on until you kind of get behind the scenes a little bit. So that's why we like going backstage
That
with
was
Symbol Church.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. So thank you, John, and thank you, David Gunn, all the volunteers that make World of Wills happen as well.
Yeah.
It's for stories just like that we get
Great.
to celebrate
Best story
that.
I've heard.
Oh yeah, man, got the People's Choice Award. Say something.